YouTube, what's good? It's your boy Coach Nostra, back at you guys with another sneaker review. I got a new silhouette for you guys. I say that like it's my silhouette, like I created it or something. That's not the case. I picked up a new silhouette for you guys, so let's evaluate this thing a little bit more in depth than we have before. Kind of get into what I like about the sneaker, what I don't like about the sneaker, other than just evaluating the colorway. Fam, it's the Nike KD11. Let's check these things out. All right, guys, there's the box. Essentially, you got the all black box with the cardboard trim going around the bottom. In a size 11, they also have women's sizes listed on the box as well, which is kind of interesting. Nike Zoom KD11. The colorway is Hot Punch / Lime Blast. There's more colors going on these things, as there always is. Fam, let's check out the sneaker. Bang, guys. There's the sneaker, all right? Nike KD11 in the EYBL, the eyeball, the Peach Jam colorway, whatever you want to call these things. They're definitely polarizing for two reasons. Number one, the colors, man. The colors, it's a love it or hate it kind of thing. I dig them. I think a lot of people are digging them, but you gotta feel some kind of way about these things. They're just vibrant. Number two, it's a KD. Some people don't like them because they don't like KD. Some people don't like them because they don't like what they're doing with the silhouette. Some people don't like them because they're hard to put on. And some people just don't like them. They don't need a reason, right? They don't got nothing else other than the fact that they don't like them, right? This sneaker itself, the KD11, the silhouette, all right, let's talk the silhouette first before we get into the actual colorway. I will say, every time they drop a new iteration of the KD, I get a little bit excited because I used to really dig the KDs, right? And I've definitely fallen off. I haven't picked up KDs really at all since the KD7. I picked up one KD8, I picked up one KD9, didn't pick up any KD10s, didn't pick up any of the special elite editions, blah, blah, blah. None of that, right? So this is the first time I picked up a KD sneaker in 2 years that wasn't that KD4 retro. You know, to me, those don't count. It's not a new silhouette. It's the first time I've picked up a current KD model in 2 years. Overall, I'm digging it. I like the lines on it. I feel like there's potential with color combinations. It's still hard to put on, but I feel like that adds and detracts from the shoe, the fact that it's hard to put on. It's hard to put on, yes, but once it's on your foot, it's not going anywhere. It's not a sneaker that somebody's gonna step on, you know, while you're balling a certain way and it's gonna come off, because essentially it's a sneaker and a sock, you know, built into one. You know, there's a lot of flexibility going on up here, but that thing hugs your foot. It's not gonna come off easy at all. Really, you have to pull these things off. You gotta flex your foot a certain way. So I dig what they're doing with the silhouette. I didn't like the KD9 really at all. I picked up one colorway of the 9. I think I've worn it like 3 times. I was really excited to get it. And then they sort of dropped different colors of the KD9 in the exact same color blocking, right? There was nothing really interesting going on. They didn't like switch up the stitching at all, you know. I just felt like there was potential for what they could have done with it, and they just kind of left it hanging, man. They were just like, oh, just slap some blue on there with white and it'll be good. Slap some green on there with white, some black on there with white. You know, it just got so bland and monotonous. That was also what was selling. That kind of traditional color blocking was sort of selling a little bit more. These things, that's not at all the case. They've definitely got some different stitch lines and stuff like that. That excites me. When I get them on my feet, they always feel good. The cushioning system on the KDs, I've always dug them. You know, personally, the way they kind of hugged my feet and the way those air bubbles, that full length Nike Air Zoom unit has sort of cushioned my step in, you know, in places or whatever, wherever I shifted my weight. I always felt the air bubble. I like the air bubble. So far, that definitely pertains to this shoe as well. It feels good once it's on my feet, you know, taking a step, you know, applying my weight, shifting, blah, blah, blah. Everything felt good. It felt like it should. The traction on these things is pretty dope. I feel like it's kind of almost got like this exaggerated, oversized fingerprint kind of thing going on, mixed with like the lines of a basketball as you work your way up towards the actual toe of the sneaker. I feel like all in all, just the lines and the grip, they're gonna get good traction. I feel like they definitely have done good things with that. So yeah, flying colors down there. On this sneaker, you have that clear icy bottom. They actually have chosen to kind of put right in the middle of the shoe. KD11 cushioning system, full length Nike Zoom Air, Nike React midsole foam. Onto this particular colorway of this silhouette itself. So you've got a lot of hues of pink on this shoe. On this middle portion of the upper, you've got like an orange, pinkish sort of color mixed with some hits of white here and there. As you work your way down the toe of the shoe, you've got a lot more pink mixed with almost like a dark blue, like a navy blue stitch. as you really work your way down towards the actual toe of the shoe, that stitching gets really, really fine. The blue is just as pronounced, I would say, as the pink is probably a good way to word it, around the actual mudguard. The weird thing about these, holding them in hand and just looking at the camera right now, the way the mudguard sits, it almost has the appearance of that Jordan 12. You know, I know a lot of people are probably gonna eat me up for that comment, but as you sort of shift the shoe around, you can kind of see that those lines do not extend and continue. So it's literally just looking dead on. Those lines are really similar. You got some hits of neon like on the swoosh up here, on the actual eyeball logo on this left shoe, on the back heel. On the right shoe, you actually have that traditional KD logo on that back heel portion. So it's pretty cool how they sort of mismatch the two. Definitely digging that. The insole of that shoe is sort of that turquoise Miami green with that KD signature in pink. Pretty dope, man. Definitely dig that. They kind of almost somewhat of a similar color, a little bit toned down on the actual sock liner of the shoe. Again, they've also got some white stitching worked in there, so it kind of detracts a little bit from just how poppin' that sort of teal, kind of turquoise green, aqua green, I guess you would say is. These are color combinations that I personally would not think to throw together, and they work, and it really sells the shoe. It knocks the thing out the park. Another really, really cool feature, and maybe one of the dopest features, is on the actual medial portion of the shoe. The midsole actually sort of has this unique little portion of the shoe where you have like a real hot pink hit, and then they've got some speckling on it. Honestly, it really reminds me of a donut. It makes me want to go out and get some donuts, man, just get down. Pretty crazy. The actual laces on the shoe, pretty thick, somewhat unique. Almost remind me of like the tassel laces that they hit you with on those cap and gown Jordan 11s. I like when they switch it up and they kind of throw unique laces on a signature model. It seems like something that they tend to do a little bit more here and there. Hopefully they'll throw some iterations of these laces that got like one or two colors mixed in, and not just solid white, solid black, you know, solid whatever colored laces. I miss when they used to do that on a lot of these signature shoes. I thought those laces were dope, and they really made the shoe pop. So yeah, I feel like we've just about touched on everything with this sneaker, man. All in all, I definitely dig these things a lot more than the KD 10s. I like the direction that this sneaker's going. Hopefully they continue to kind of work on just putting the sneaker on. It's difficult. It's one of those features that it really kills it for some people. Some people just, they won't mess with the KDs at all simply because they're so hard to put on. Literally when I'm texting people about these things, that's kind of the one thing everybody's like, man, those are dope, I like the coloring, blah, blah, blah. I've heard they're really hard to put on. Yeah, man, if you've been rocking with these KDs anytime at all, you probably know that that's kind of one of the features that people have been saying for a while, man. They're difficult to put on. Part of me hopes they keep dropping dope colorways of these KDs and making me want to pick them up. Part of me hopes that they don't, because I'm just spending money left and right on these sneakers, man. So mixed emotions in that there, but yeah, obviously, hopefully they keep doing stuff like this with these KD 11s, and going forward, man, they continue to improve upon putting the sneaker on. So yeah, what do you guys think? I know that was a lengthy review. That's kind of what I wanted it to be. First colorway of a silhouette, first time having these things in my hands, first impressions. Wanted to let you guys know how I feel about them. I'll continue to formulate that impression about them as I actually wear them, you know, for a full day or whatever, and continue to wear them and get other colors of them and stuff like that. Let me know in that comment section down below, what do you guys think of these? Are you feeling them? Are you excited about the KD 11? Are you excited about other colors of the KD 11? Is this just another KD that you feel like is going to continue to drop and just sit on shelves because they're mass producing them and they're just not super exciting? Let me know in that comment section, how are these things making you guys feel, if anything at all? If they don't make you feel anything at all, let me know in the comment section down below too. Smash that sub button for me if you guys haven't done so yet. If y'all haven't, man, what are y'all doing? Thank you guys for checking out my review. It's on foot time. It's your boy Kosher Nostra. Stay blessed, guys. Peace.
Peach.